Fun fact, we're a bunch of social little monkeys. Less fun fact, COVID spreads because we're a bunch of social little monkeys. Sure, it would be super effective to cut yourself off from the world, but COVID's not the only thing we have to worry about. Mental health is super important too. So let me prescribe you with 50 cc's of quality time with the homies. That said, we still have to be smart about how we socialize. You know, hit that sweet spot between going to a rave and cowering under your bed. Here are some things you can keep in mind while you're hanging out so you can stay safe while still keeping social. 1. Are you inside or outside? There's two big advantages to being outside. A, there's more room for people to disperse, and B, that means there's more room and airflow for any infected particles they may cough up to be dispersed. When we're inside, we're usually closer together, and the air is definitely more still and stale. That makes it easier for coronavirus to jump from person to person. Plus, being outside gives you more room to be physically distant while still being together. Number 2, how many people will be there? This one's pretty straightforward. The more people there are, the greater the chances that one of them has COVID and you could get it from them. It goes both ways too. If you're an asymptomatic carrier and you're around a bunch of people, you can give it to them just as easily. Number 3, what's the size of the space you're in? The larger the room, the more you can space out, and as we know, that helps a lot. Number 4, how's the airflow? Once again, if we keep fresh air moving, it helps disperse all of the COVID-y little droplets that anybody's breathing out and lowers the odds of any of us getting infected. Being outside is the easiest. After all, trying to run a fan and keep a window open, all while heating your house, just so you can socialize, isn't exactly the best plan. Especially not this winter. In short, you'll want to avoid the 3 C's. Closed spaces, crowded places, and close contact settings. And I know what you're saying. Doran, that's not easy. If I have to avoid interiors and large groups, then what can I do? And I'll tell you, don't worry. There's no need to panic. At least not that much. There are some things you can do. Have a campfire, go hiking, go for a bike ride. Those are all pretty safe things to do together. And yes, you may not be able to keep doing these things forever. The seasons are changing after all. All the leaves have fallen, and it's time to hunker down for a long and lonely winter. Unless we do a couple things. Number 1, embrace the cold weather. Up here in Minnesota, there is no shortage of things to do outside with friends in the winter. Everything from skiing to skating to snowmobiling to s'more making. Not all of them have to start with us, but apparently a lot of them do. And if I've missed anything, which I am sure I have, please leave your favorite winter activities down in the comments below. Inspire your fellow video watchers. Number 2, use technology. The internet is a wonderful tool for keeping in touch with friends at a distance. And I'm not just talking about social media. As many of us have figured out over the past couple months, it can be unnecessarily taxing at times. Zoom calls are great. Maybe I'm biased, but video games are better. What better excuse to have a 4-hour phone call with friends than if you're actually doing something with them? So I really do suggest you give it a shot. They're a fantastic way to spend time with friends, even if you can't be near them. Anyways, that's all I have for you today. Until next time, be nice and stay safe, and I'll see you in the next video. I'm now going to leave you off with a list of things that you probably shouldn't be doing right now. Going to large parties, sharing food and drink, mud wrestling, pudding wrestling, regular wrestling, kissing the homies goodnight, chewing mystery gum that you find under bus seats, spitting contests, starting a kissing booth, poking bears, eating expired meat.